Welcome back. Just after midnight, many of you are tuned in to 5 Alive for the new Arsenio Hall show. The comedian is competing with a veteran of late night and a newcomer for an audience. Here's a scene from one of his monologues where he's impersonating Jesse Jackson.
To go to the state fair, I had a corn dog there. It was medium rare. Now I need Medicare. Keep hope alive. I said keep hope alive.
He is a funny gentleman joining us live via satellite from Los Angeles. Talk show host, comedian, and actor Arsenio Hall. Hello, Arsenio.
Hello there.
How you doing?
Every day gets better, and we want to welcome you to Oklahoma.
Well, thank you, man. I didn't know you had that clip. That was a very strange night because, you know, I had watched Bush do a speech, and even though I think Bush will probably make a good president, I was saying to somebody on my staff, you know, they should have a designated speaker because Bush is not that exciting. They should bring in Jesse DMC. And that's how that whole thing came about.
Hey, we've been watching you. You certainly seem to be having a good time.
I think that's the key to what I do. I try to have a good time. And sometimes if you're ever around people who have fun, you find that fun is contagious. And I just try to spread it out.
Well, that's our philosophy here in the mornings on Good Morning Oklahoma and also here at noon. Butch brought up an interesting question a moment ago about interviewing your friends.
You know, I've seen that you've had Eddie Murphy on your show before. Do you feel that it's pretty hard to interview your friends sometimes?
It's very complicated. I got Eddie on the show this Friday night, and it's probably the harder interview for me to do because I know the answers to the questions, and I'm also extremely sensitive when I deal with somebody like a Brooke Shields who's a friend about their lives and what they want to get out and what they don't want to put out. And you have to really have a certain kind of balance in your approach. It's hard to ask Eddie questions you know the answer to, and it's also hard to distinguish what other people want to know and what's inside conversation between two best buddies.
Then I'm sure it's hard remembering all those questions. He says, now don't ask me this. Now don't.
We encounter that a lot when we interview some of our friends here on the morning program.
Yeah, and sometimes it's for a reason. Like, there were certain questions I didn't want to ask Mike because he's presently involved in a lot of legal things. And his lawyer, Howard Weitzman, was there. And I was trying to be sensitive to what he was going through because I am an artist and I know what that can be like.
Mm-hmm. Well, since we've become best friends now, Arsenio, we want to know, what's the deal with you and Paula Abdul?
Very, very special lady and a real good friend of mine. She's the ultimate woman. She's a very talented artist too. We're just very tight.
Okay, thank you very much. We want to know this. How is the talk show business affecting your movie career?
It's put the movie career kind of on hold, but I'm very happy because this is where I really want to be. When I was 12 years old, I told my mother I'd like to do what Johnny does. And to have my life materialize the way it has, this is where I've always wanted to be. I believe I was placed on earth to do this, and the talk show is my first priority. The movies can wait. I like getting my laughs every night. I don't like to wait a year to find out whether it was funny.
Well, Arsenio, we're the only news and weather brother team in the country, and we look forward to being on your show maybe next week. Butch, what do you think?
Next week after next.
I'll tell you what. Can you come up Friday night? I'll cancel Eddie and Sheena Easton.
Hey, heck of a deal. You
We'll
got
be
it.
there.
We'll be there. Thank you, Arsenio Hall. Best of luck with your show.
Take care.